Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Might have a chance. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. Speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Calandria. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure going right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Booster! Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. To the air, it's Calandria. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here we go. Sweep. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They'll run the screen. Got him. It's a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give, running right, Brown. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Blue Devils sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Oh, there's an alley on the left.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week,
and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Here's the pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air. He will field this in his end zone. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Man, you don't go 99 yards without a lot of help. They open up the hole. He takes the football, starts going. Receivers getting in on the block and everybody doing their job. And he hits the gas, and it's nothing but taillights, 99 yards to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight end finds a soft spot. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Brown running left. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Foley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air, looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. What a grab with one hand. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense.